Hello, I am the lead for Slider, the number 16 overall game in the GMTK Game Jam, and hopefully I've managed to bait you into watching me ramble for the next 7 minutes while I play through our game. 48 hours is not a long time, especially for our team. We didn't really have a lot of experience in game jams. We had 6 people, that was me and 5 friends. I've done probably half a dozen jams, but my 5 friends have either done 0 or 1. So in planning, we really had to make sure that we did not overscope, we didn't bite off too much to chew, and I don't know how we did it, but somehow we managed to scope this game perfectly, like a sniper scope or something. I don't know. Anyways, like I said, our game actually ended up systematically being very simple. So as you can see from the gameplay, we have a slider. The world is a 3x3 grid, and you can sort of move the pieces around, slide them, and then you try and get around, fill up the grid with all the different pieces, and there's puzzles, NPCs, all the good stuff. We ended up spending about 2 hours brainstorming at the start, which is a fairly comfortable amount for a 48-hour jam. We ended up having a bunch of loose ideas, like to do this QR code that you have to connect together, and this knot puzzle that's connected together, and you have to unconnect them together. Eventually, came up with the idea, what if we had a world kind of similar to Carto, where everything is connected together. So you move a piece and then the world will move along with it. We kept going and thought, this works really well. So then we sort of all settled on it right away, to be honest, and we went on to design the map, which I can hopefully pull up. And we had basically planned out everything, another 2 hours just to solidifying the puzzles and everything. We wanted them to be simple, but definitely ramp up in difficulty so that players wouldn't be thrown in when the harder puzzles came. At the start, you start off with one tile and you sort of just slide around till the end and pick up the second tile in the top right. And hopefully you would learn that, there's bits outside the map you can go to. Then to get the third tile, you have to connect the first and second, walk across. So that's pretty straightforward way to teach them. The third tile, it's a bit of a jump in difficulty to force you to realize that you have to go off the map at the top and then go onto the third tile and talk to the old guy. Then after that, the fourth tile with the knot puzzle was the first sort of puzzle challenge where you solve a puzzle on the tile, he gives you a thing, so it's fairly self-contained, so we wanted to put that next. Then we have Romeo and Juliet, the first sort of way to teach the player, like, hey, these tiles can come together to solve puzzles too. And that was fairly straightforward, most people got that first try. After that is when it started to get hard. We have the QR code, which is, you can see there, and maybe I'll put a picture of what it actually goes to, but it would show an image of, once you put it together, this tree. And we were originally gonna have to make you dig here, but we're like, yeah, that's kind of stupid. Anyways, that's the first real difficult challenge, because it sort of isn't really clear that, this is available now. You sort of have to go around and explore and look around to see what options you have. After that, we have the river quest, which you can see me doing now that you have all the river tiles. So that was basically, you wanted to connect the river and the fisherman. This quest we probably had the most trouble with in terms of testing. We cleared up some dialogue in the post-jam version, but yes. And then after that, you have to finish the 8 puzzle, which we also cleaned after. Switching topics, overall in terms of code, everything was surprisingly really simple. We had 2 main scripts that we had to manage, which were the NPC manager for dialogue and 8 puzzle for obviously the sliders. Aside from that, everything really just came down to having stuff planned out well, good object design, and all the other pieces sort of just fell into place. Art-wise, we didn't really have any artists on our team. That's why we chose this monochrome style, similar to a lot of people compared it to Minute. This made it really simple to create all the assets we needed. I had all the tiles almost, and then I had a friend do the NPCs and particles. Music, we had our good man Eclipse Music, check out his channel, banger track. And we've got sound effects from SFXR, solid site, great for game jams. And then after that, it was just polish. We had the secret to every good game, we put screen shake in. Every game needs it. I don't care if it's a dating sim, you know. Also, you know, small stuff, animations, UI, particles, putting sounds where they need to be, you know, whatever. After that, we had testing and all the good stuff. So we ended up submitting like 10 minutes. Our build for web didn't work, and our Mac build also didn't work. But luckily that probably didn't matter, because the Windows version worked well and there were not too many bugs thanks to testing and some balance. Anyways, we had a blast playing all of the other games in the jam, and when the results came out, we were super happy seeing we made top 20 in terms of ranking. For Mark's video, you know, we only made it for about 2 seconds in the video.
And a clever mix between Minute and Kato.
That was really hype seeing us show up, but I don't know, hopefully next year we'll make it for like 3, maybe 4 seconds.